Coach. All right.
Introduce our players.
All right, good to go ahead and have everybody here. Got with me Adam Wright, starts left guard for us. He started left tackle last year, bumped inside. He's had a very productive year already for us at that position, and probably played one of our better games up front, protection wise, and in the run game, Saturday. So he's very much a big part of that. Christian LeMay is my left. First time we've had him in, and he got an opportunity, Saturday to play. Come in and did a really nice job, with how he played, and just transfer guy from Georgia, and just the more you hear him, the more you'll like him. He is a great representative, just like Adam and other guys. A great representative of our program, in the classroom, on and off the field. But I did an outstanding job coming in. Kind of cold off the bench too, come in hot and situation, and made some great plays, and then played the whole second half for us. Anthony Johnson had one of his bigger, more productive games for us this year. One of those games like he had from him last year. He's doing a good job. He's battled kind of some injuries as the years went, and just healthy right now and playing really well. But Anthony Johnson is a local guy as well. But glad to have all three of these guys in here with us. Good home win, LBC win. To a Tennessee Tech team coming off a huge victory, come behind win against EKU, and we were worried about that coming in. I think they showed, they were coming off that win in the first quarter, and you could tell we had been off, with the open date, the week before. I think it had 105 yards, offensively, the first quarter, and then 69 the rest of the game. So. That's I think once we got rolling, we were doing a pretty good job in all three phases of the game. Feel like we still left some points out there in the first and third quarters that we could have gotten, but right at 600 yards of offense, and as well as the defense played, as well as the offense played, probably the best, most productive day that our special teams has played complete game-wise. They came in with probably the best return units, to me, in the country. Our return is very prolific. We talked about that last week, and how we were worried about that, going in the game. And I think they may have got one ball outside the 20 on kickoff return. So our coverage units did a really good job, and I think we caused a fumble on that. We caused a fumble and a recovery. Miller did that, and but we held them inside the 20. All those kicks, and did a nice job kicking the football and the coverage. And then punt wise, we didn't have to punt a lot, but when Hamish got the chance to punt, he did a very good job. The first ball, he couldn't have kicked it any better. I mean, he catches the ball and the tick's going out of bounds, and the other one he turned over and it got touched back on. So kept the ball away from him in a punt situation. And then our return units did a really good job. I mean, you don't go unnoticed. Barge fielded punts. That saves you a first down right there every time you field it. And we fielded, and I think we averaged about 7 yards of return. With that, and then our kickoff return, outproduced their kickoff return. So it was a very good job there with that in special teams. So other than clean up a few things, turnovers, laying the ball on the ground on a couple really handoff situations, and I attribute that to just execution-wise, the execution you lost in the week before an open day. We got to clean that up this week, and in this defense. But I thought our guys played hard. We played extremely physical, and I think that was the difference in the game. And you worry about how physical you're gonna play coming off week, and we maintain that physicality, and hopefully we'll continue to do that. And just open a good win, opened up this last half of the OVC run that we got, and we got some quality opponents to come. Austin Peay is coming off an upset win week before last against Murray State. So I don't think anybody in this conference you can overlook. Austin Peay is a team that they're young. You look at their skill position, they're starting freshmen in most of their skill positions. So their facilities, they did some renovations. That's going to help them in recruiting, getting the guys in, and having a confidence to win, I think. And they got good people, and they're young, so they're going to get better. And they're a team that you can't overlook. And I've said that from day one. From the top to the bottom, you can't overlook anybody in this conference, and we'll have a good homecoming week, and a lot of folks coming back in, and have a good crowd Saturday, and looks like we're going to have another pretty day this Saturday, so we just got to do our job, be ready to play.
Coach Cross, I know you've done this for me before, but
Could you go over which assistant coach handles which part of special teams?
Well, it's kind of a collaboration. Jimmy Ogle handles, Coach Ogle handles the punt team. On the kickoff team, we've got, several different guys handle that. We've got some GAs that handle a lot of responsibility in our kicking game as well. Kickoff return is Coach Gentry, and Coach Hall handles kickoff. Punt return is Coach Hall as well. So, you got about 5 guys there that handle the bulk of the special teams. But couldn't be more proud of that unit, to just do what they've done, and it's something we beat daily on, and they're doing a good job of breaking down film and getting us a good game plan going in. And our guys just, rose to the challenge this week. I think our coverage teams took it personal, playing and not wanting to kick that guy. They said, hey, let's kick to him, So, we did that and was able to do a pretty good job in our coverage units.
What's your philosophy on working on special teams in practice? Do you work on all of them every day, or do you set aside certain days for certain teams?
We're a little different, we're routine in everything we do. So how we approach the week is systematic, So we work our normal plan, but we spend a lot more time than most do on special teams. We got 2 blocks of practice that we spend anywhere to 15 to 25 minutes. A day practicing special teams. So we devote the time. It is, it's first practice. We're going to get our PAT block taken care of, and our fakes and our 2-point stuff. That's a 5-minute period every day that we do. We're going to spend punt return. We're going to work every day, because those units are separated for us personnel wise. So we get to work on those, every day, which I think is an advantage. And then, both kickoff return. We work on Monday and. We work Tuesday, we work kickoff, and then Wednesday we work kickoff return, and go back and hit them all on Thursday. So it's a very systematic approach to it, and I think the kids are used to the breakdown and the film time that they get, every day with that.
I guess in today's game where you have NCAA limits on how much you're allowed to practice, so you've really got to be careful about how you divide out time. That does seem like a good bit of time to devote to something that's clearly very important to you. What's led to your philosophy of making sure you devote that much time in practice to special teams?
Well, you look back at every game. When you play somebody that's equal to you or better than you, and you look at big ball games, and you trace back our this whoever wins Super Bowl, you trace it back to a couple things. You trace back to turnovers. And who wins the turnover battle. So the ball is very important to us. So hanging on the football and then, causing turnovers on the other side. And then I think equally as important as special teams. It's the difference in most games is field position, and how you convert the field position and turn the field around. What we call flip the field in your special teams is a huge part of the game. And you look at every close ball game at any level, not just NFL, you look at any level, and a big ball game, turnovers and field position, which is created by special teams, is big in those ball games. And if you win those 2 battles, you got a chance to win in big ball games. So that's the reason why we devote so much time to it.